Good morning, my dears. I had a double exposure earlier. I had my face come up twice, so I had a reboot. Hello, Marty. Yay. I was just saying that I had two images coming up, so I had to take everything down. Lisa was on that stream. She's not back yet. But anyway, we're here live. That's the important thing. And thank you for coming on. Lynn Adams here. And we're going to have a nice little stream about that love is the path. Love is the path. That no matter what and how you go about things, how you think, your habits, your moods, and all that stuff, that the path that we're really walking on is the path of love. And if once we get that kind of figured out, hello, Lisa and Jim, you found the right the right face at the right time. Welcome. We have Lynn Adams that joined us this morning. So anyway, I was just talking about we're going to have a little stream about love is the path. And if nothing else, we need to kind of focus in on that life is a journey, right? It is inexplicable, really. You can't even describe what we're going through here. Don't even try. But when love is in your heart, when love is in your heart, when love is your desire, desire is everything. It moves us, it motivates us, it drags us down. And if we don't have love in our hearts, life gets extremely difficult. When we have love in our heart, it's extremely beautiful. Hello, Tara. Welcome to Love is the Path, our first stream this morning. We might have to do another one that might just go perfect with this one. So welcome, everybody. Just finished Gita, so don't mind me if I'm a little in another world. But anyway, this starts by saying love is not the threat. Love is not the threat. Some of us think that we got to guard our hearts, but this is saying love is not the threat. Love is the path. Love is the path. All right. And this is that guy I like a lot, John Roma, the Whispering Soul Circle. That's his where he channels and writes these beautiful streams like this that we use a lot. Love is not the threat, it is the path. So his first sentence, my dears, Cami, wow! Everybody send loads and loads and oodles of love to Cami. It's been a while, I do believe. Lori, welcome. Yes, indeed. It's a really important day in the life of your soul, in the life of you waking up, in this beautiful heart of yours that's ready to just explode open and just be so filled with love. That's the only desire that you'll have. That is love. It's love for in no matter what it is you're doing, where you go, who you're with, what your other desires are. The greatest desire ever is to devote yourself to devotion. And what that means is devote yourself to loving. All right. So we're gonna hear about that right now from this guy, John Roma, Whispering Soul Circle. And he starts by saying, the greatest illusion, my dears, we have inherited is that love is dangerous. Is that love is dangerous. So we build walls, right? How many times have you been hurt in a relationship, my dears? Anyway, we're not going down that road. He's just building an argument here. He's just building what it used to be like. The greatest illusion is that we've inherited that love is dangerous. So we build walls, we protect our hearts, we hide our vulnerabilities, we confuse detachment with strength and emotional distance with wisdom. So we get it all confused. But love was never the thing that wounded us. Never. It's never, love doesn't wound. You might love so much and care so much that it is a wound as One of these great pundits said once, he said, let love so much that it hurts. So, but love was never the thing that wounded us, okay? People have wounded us. Fear wounds us. Betrayal wounds us. The ego wounded us by convincing us that closing the heart would keep us safe. That's a lie. Wonder where lies come from. It's the ego. Yet every wall we build to keep pain out also keeps love from entering. So any wall that we tend to build about anything, whatever is our, you know, intelligence is going to tell us that is the right thing, and with the right way to go about things. We have to be super aware that if love is not in your heart, then that particular thing that you're thinking about or desiring for is a waste of time because it's an illusion. It's an illusion, my dears. The only thing that's real here is love. But we've been wounded. We've been wounded by these other things. Every wall we build to keep pain out keeps love from entering. The tragedy is not that we love too much. The tragedy is that we love too little because we are afraid. Because we are afraid somehow. You analyze that if you want to. I'm not going to get into a big analyzation of that, what he just said, that the tragedy is not that we love too much, it's that we love too little because we're afraid. So we'll all have to kind of address our fears and see if is that keeping love out of our heart. Let's see what he has to say. It is one of the greatest forces, love is. Real love is not weakness, as you all know. It's one of the greatest forces of transformation in existence. The greatest force of transformation in existence, right? Love conquers all. That's a good saying. Love conquers all. If we're not loving, we're losing the battle. If we're loving, we're winning the battle. It's that simple. And again, I told you I just got from talking about the Bhagavad Gita, which is the battle of battles between the soul and the ego. Love dissolves separation. So if we have any separation anxiety about anything or about losing something that we really care about, then love dissolves the separation. You know, they say that dogs don't die and go into the rainbow bridge. Many of them stay with you. They stay with you. Their spirit stays with you after they've gone. So this is why love gives you this kind of heroic viewpoint of things that you know that love will always work in any and all situations that you're in, right? If we can just be out of the fear and really know that the path, the life is, well, he's going to talk about the path of love coming up. So love dissolves separation. Love softens the rigid identity of the ego. It'll soften that ego even. It will give that ego something to think about. And that the ego will start worrying that the love's going to take its place of the tyranny that it has over you. Okay, love softens the rigid identity of the ego. Love teaches forgiveness where the mind seeks revenge. Yeah, that's kind of pretty um, explainable, right? That love teaches forgiveness when your mind wants to seek revenge. It's hard to love when you have some revenge, but it's easy to take care of that revenge if you have love, right? It's really hard to have forgiveness when the mind's in revenge, but when you have love in your heart, then it's easy to get rid of that revenge. Love opens doors that intelligence alone can never unlock. Yeah, it opens doors to everything. Door of my heart, open wide I keep for thee. Wilt thou come? Wilt thou come? Just for once come to me. Will my days fly away without seeing thee, my Lord? Night and day, I'll look for you night and day. Love opens all those doors, right? Yeah. It's like Yogananda's chant that who's in my temple? All the doors do open themselves, all the lights do light themselves. And love is the one that opens those doors. All the doors and all the lights do light themselves. And darkness, like a dark, dark bird, flies away, my dears. That's what happens when you open the door of love. Love opens doors that intelligence alone can never unlock because we're still stuck in our heads. That's why. It is no accident that nearly every spiritual tradition points towards love as the highest realization. Almost every spiritual tradition points towards love as the highest realization, not because love is merely an emotion, but because love is a state of consciousness. It's a state of pure consciousness, my dear. You have God consciousness ready and willing to rock your world if you bring more love into the path of life, in every situation, every person, every place. Because love is a state of consciousness. It's a way of seeing, and it's a way of being. When you awaken to love, you no longer ask, how can I protect myself? You begin asking, how can I become more fully alive? Love expands perception. Fear contracts it. Love creates. Fear controls. Love unites. Fear divides. The deeper truth is this, though. The path to your highest self. Here's a little secret that we're going to hear about. The path to our highest self is not paved with more knowledge or more success or more control or more getting the things that you think you need to have. It is paved with a heart courageous enough to remain open after life has given it every reason to close. That we keep the heart open. You know, you just had a tough day on many levels. And it just seems like impossible to have your heart stay open because the day was so tough, right? But reach in there anyway, my dears. Reach into your heart. There's a doorknob on the inside of your heart. There's a picture of Christ knocking on that door of your heart, but there's no doorknob on the outside. You got to let him in. You got to let it in. You got to turn the knob on the inside of your heart. You got to reach in. You got to reach for it, my dears. It ain't just going to happen because you have an idea or you heard something today that motivated you that maybe a little more love wouldn't do me no harm. Great. So the path to our highest self is not paved with all those other things, but with a heart courageous enough to remain open after life has given it every reason to close. Because in the end, my dears, love is not a destination. It's not a destination. And it's not a reward. Love is the path itself. It's your journey. It's your journey today. Do you have kind of an adventurous mindset at times where you just feel spiritually adventuresome? You know, that you're not afraid of reaching into that heart and letting it just rip you apart. In other words, just maybe bring tears to your eyes. That there's so much love waiting there for you and me, and that every step that you make on Mother Gaia, the planet, every voice you hear, your voices, whatever you see, all of it is a path that leads you into your heart, that leads you into your loving, your unto pure devotion, devote yourself loving. And every step you take in love is a step closer to who you truly are. So just think of that when you walk away from the stream today, or walk outside, or walk to your car, or walk on a walk. Just think that you're walking on a path of love. See if it can surge up that heart, kind of just bring some, living living awareness to. In other words, that there is a real bright attitude you have, or sense of consciousness that you have, that you can actually feel that love. If every step that you make on Mother Gaia, wow, you're drawing closer to who you truly are. Every step of love that you make today is taking you somewhere, my dears. It's taking you into the core of your being. It's taking you into the core of life. It's taking you to where the holy ones are. So choose love not because it's easy, but because it's the only path that transforms. Love, choose love not because it's easy, but because it's the only path that transforms the one walking. Whoo! It's the only path. It's the only way that God will really respond to us and give us and take care of us in the way that we really need to have right now on the planet, and to take care of the planet, as if we let love in and become transformed by it. As we walk on Mother Gaia, every step we're drawing closer to who we truly are. This is the choosing love is the only path that transforms the one walking it. All right. So I have another perfect little addition to our stream this morning. After I find it, it's coming right up, my dears. It's called Your Soul Walks Alone. The journey of a soul is about becoming fully yourself. Your soul walks alone. So we just, if you're going to have these wonderful awakening experiences, these ahas, these insights, these, just this feeling that comes over you that is, it's not a human feeling, it's a special blessing. It's all going to happen like with you, like it would not happen to someone else. So your journey and my journey is about becoming fully ourselves. So that's what I want to share with you right now. See, until we run out of time. It says your soul walks alone. Our soul walks alone, my dears. Every person you meet is walking a journey no one else can fully walk. Think of that when you're in a crowd, or you're seeing people, or people driving by, that they are doing a journey no one else can fully be on. We arrive in this world through a doorway only we can cross. And one day we will leave through another doorway that no one can cross for us. Between those two moments is the story of the soul. It's the story of our soul. Between those two moments, when we enter a doorway at birth and we go through a doorway at transition. Between those two moments, my dears, birth and transition is the story of our soul. We often believe life is about collecting people, possessions, achievements, and approval, but none of those can accompany us beyond our final breath, That's you, baby. That's you. One thing will be asked us: how much have you loved with your life? How much? That's all God is looking for. It's just a drop of your love, just a moment, a second of your time. Give it to God give your love to God just for a second. And you'll be so inspired, you will give it another second. Pretty soon you have a 5 minute meditation. You weren't planning it, right? All about loving, all about loving. Because that's the only thing you can take over to the other side that will really, really be the highest way of living for now, right now, in today's time, right where you are, in the in the in the in the human suit that you're wearing, the outfit that you're wearing, right here and now. So in that final breath, what remains is who we became. What remains when we take that last breath, it says, it's who we became in this life. How much have we loved in this life? Wow. Yeah. Good times, bad times, illness, pain, good fortune. It's all the same to the lover of love. It's all the same. Love never stops because there's a situation that has taken its attention away. Nothing can take the attention away when you're in a love affair with the divine. Nothing can. There's nothing that compares to it. You won't even come close to even be tempted by it, right? So every challenge you face, my dears, every heartbreak, every triumph, every act of courage, every moment of forgiveness, those are beautiful things. Every challenge you face, Lori, every heartbreak, Lynn, every triumph, Ryan, every act of courage, Tara, and Lisa and Jim, is shaping your soul. All those things, every challenge, heartbreak, triumph, courage, forgiveness, is shaping your soul. This is why comparison is such a distraction. You cannot compare two souls walking different paths. We can never compare ourselves with anyone. In the ashram, we were told, don't try to compare yourself to anyone else that's here. You cannot compare two souls walking different paths, carrying different lessons, healing different wounds, and awakening in different seasons. Some of us are learning patience. Some are learning love. Some are learning humility. Some are learning how to let go. Others are simply learning how to remember who they have always been, who we have always been. You're an always, Tara and Sarah and Ryan, Lori, Cami. You're an always. You're an always. And that's the brightest, most out there, highest consciousness that you could ever conceive of is who you've always been, right? Others are simply learning how to remember who they have always been. I kind of just said that. The person who seems behind may be mastering a lesson you have never faced. Someone behind, but we're not comparing who's behind, who's in front, who's more holy than this person, blah, blah, blah. The person who seems ahead may be carrying burdens you cannot see. Life is not a race. There's a saying that life is a rat race. And even if you win, you're still a rat. So life is a race. It is a curriculum. Every soul has its own timing, its own chapters, its own sacred assignments. Look at how special when you walk Mother Gaia today with every footstep being more interiorization of your consciousness and awareness into your heart center. Every step on Mother Gaia now leads you closer to you, my dears, right? So your day today is not like any others, not like any others days. This is why judging another person's path is impossible, because we have our own sacred assignments to them. You can see their choices, you cannot see their consciousness, though. You can hear their words, but you cannot hear the silent conversations happening within their heart. Only God does that, and beautifully so. And your intuition does that. The deepest spiritual awakening comes when you realize you are not here to become someone else. Wow. Wow, my dears. Just uniquely you, just you, my dears. This is just about you, my dears. And you are all, and you are everyone. So you become you, and everyone shifts. This world is a better place. You are here to become fully yourself. That is timely. You are here to become fully yourself. And what a beautiful self you are for our world, my dears Lori and Lisa and Jim, Cam, Lynn, Narayan, Tara. So you're here to become fully yourself. We all are. So walk your path with courage. Love deeply while people are beside you. Serve generously while you have the opportunity. Learn every lesson life places before you. Because when your journey here is complete, it won't matter how much you owned. It won't matter how famous you became. It won't matter how many people applauded. The only question that remains is this: did your soul become more loving? So many NDEs experiences have this one similar experience. How much did we love with our lives? So that's his final thoughts for us is the only question that remains is this: that did your soul become more loving, more aware, more authentic than when it arrived? Perhaps that has been the journey all along, that we are in that stage of our incarnations, maybe, that we are becoming more loving on this path, this solo path, as a soul walking on Divine Mother's bosom, her planet. Perhaps that soul becoming more loving, more aware, more authentic than when it arrived. Perhaps that has been the journey for each one of us all the way, all the time since we've been in these bodies. So thank you, my dears. I'm really happy to have shared this with you this morning, because I think that there's some stuff that's going to come into play today in today's outward boundness, and it's going to bring you inward bound. It's going to bring you straight into that heart place of yours for experiences in love. Get ready. Get ready for experiences in love. And that love is ready to burst open, my dears. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for coming on. You all add so much light to this stream, so much love, so much friendship, so much companionship, so much hope for our world. Yeah, really, really, that we would all show up like this. It gets me every single time, bar none. So, all right, my dears, I'm going to do some ohms. If someone wants to join me on those, we'll do our little mantra at the end, and we'll sign off. So in the meantime, go ahead and rub those hands together, collect that Om vibration into your heart, and let's share it with our world. Inhale the breath. Om. Om. Let's go again, my dears. Let's share it with our comrades. our hermanas and hermanos, our brothers and sisters. Oh,
Oh.
and let's just feel the vibes that come in when we do our little sacred mantra, when we when we affirm that we are love, that we are love, we are love, and we care, and we care, and we care, right? You can feel it building in your heart space, the compassion and the willingness to forgive and forget, and all these beautiful things that pour into us as blessings. So we care, and then the light shines. The light shines bright in all you, my dears, and just let it shine. Let it shine. It does its own, knows where to go, who to shine on. Just like the sun. The sun is just so on always just the coming out. It comes out, right? It comes out. So may the blessings be, my dears. Have a glorious rest of your day. Thanks again for coming on this Tuesday, and this sacred soul meditation. I appreciate it so much. Love and light, my dears. Love you more. Ah, oh.
Oh.
Unless somebody had something to say, sometimes I don't like to cut you off. So I just, all right. Have a good one, as they say. Have a spectacular one, as we say. Love you.